Hello, hello. Huge crowd here today. Nice to see all people. Thanks for coming by. It's actually my second Games conference here, but first time on the stage. So don't judge me too much. Good morning, people. Boker Tov. I'm really happy to be here and represent Xsolla. It's our first official presence again on the stage here in Israel, even though we are in the country for quite some time. Some of you could also know us for our Xsolla Club we've just recently opened here in Tel Aviv. And it's a great place. Please join the club. You know where to find the QR codes. Yes, let's start with the introduction. So, first few words about Xsolla as a company. It's a infrastructure company, ecosystem actually, for game developers. The history of the company started almost the same time when Game East started its journey. Xsolla is 1 year older, 21 years. Back it all began, and it started as a payment provider, as payment aggregator for games. And the founder has this strong idea about getting all the necessary tools for game developers related to payment united in one solution, and he started building this company. But today it's, developed way beyond just payments. So it's, as I said, it's the huge ecosystem, including ad monetization, influencers, promotions, different monetization channels, direct to consumer, web shops, which we are going to talk a lot today, and many more things. So as we say, it's all the things to help you build your game, grow it, and win. And talking about myself, coincidentally, I also started my career 21 years ago. It was February 2005 when I joined a small startup working on one of the first browser-based MMO games in Russia. And a few years after, it became one of the biggest, maybe biggest gaming holding in Eastern Europe. You can heard this name. It was Astrum. And what left from this you can now know as My Games. I like to tell a story how I invented this concept of My Games, but it's not for this conference. We can talk later. But after that, I also had the experience of building my own gaming studio, which became a part of PlayRix eventually. Then I had some experience with the mobile gaming and built one of the first esports league in the world, together with ESL Holding for a mobile shooter Guns of Boom. So the experience is quite rich and there is a lot to tell, but today I want to focus on whales. And in financial world they call them high net worth individuals, but we call them whales, right? So in gaming, we don't like those high words, but yes, it's less flattering, but more profitable, lucky for us. Talking about whales, we of course are talking about direct-to-consumer approach and web shops as well, because these days when the market shifted from platforms owning the audience towards yourself owning the audience and independence of the third-party solutions like app stores in terms of communicating with your audience. Whales come, of course, to the first place because, as we learned from our experience, and we've been doing this for quite a while, that whales could bring a significant part of your revenue. So we started building web shops a few years ago, way before all the other trending companies followed that way. And we've already built more than 700 web shops all around the world, small and big, different size, different niches, from no names to the very big names in the industry. And looking into the data provided by our clients, we could see that around 54% of the revenue comes from whales. Those people, they can spend thousands of dollars per month doing multiple payments at this period of time. And at the games, like casino games, even social casinos, the highest check could go as high as hundreds of thousands of dollars. All that said, of course, the first question that arises is how to get your whales to your web shop and how to make them pay. And the first answer here is exclusivity. Because whales, at the end of the day, are just humans. And all humans tend to follow well-known patterns. Whales are an active audience. They value their time and they are ready to pay for a comfortable way to spend this time. So to motivate them, try a new channel, which webshop is, of course. We recommend focusing on exclusivity and added value. And think about it as real-life examples. Think about luxury brands. When a luxury brand reveals something new, brand new and unique, their customers are willing to fly to different countries just to buy this item, right? So, as an example, Birkin bags. We all know how some women are obsessed with that, right? And, but it's not enough to be even a regular customer for Birkin bags. Hermes company doesn't just sell it off the shelf. New colorways or limited editions often launch in just a handful of stores worldwide. And dedicated customers will fly to Paris or Tokyo or New York or any specific flagship store just for the chance to be offered a new piece before it's available anywhere else. And it's not a function of the bag that makes it so valuable, right? It's the sense of possessing this item before than anybody else has it, right? It's the feeling of becoming a very special person, a unique person. That's exactly how we see the right way to handle whales in your game. Make sure exclusivity is something whales cannot easily get or buy in-game. To obtain that offer or item in the game, they would need to invest a huge amount of time and effort. Give them the option to purchase it on the web shop instead. The web exclusive offer should be very first thing a whale sees when entering the web shop. Use bonuses, tags, and UI, UX tricks to highlight that added value and communicate it clearly. And don't be afraid to make it really expensive. With great value, of course. An offer built for whales is also a great anchor for your audience outside the whale cohort. And once you've defined the value and the offer for whales, you need to introduce it to them. Communication is one of the most important aspects of our lives, and when it comes to communication with whales, developers already treat them as a premium segment in-game. The same approach should apply to the web. But the web shop has one big advantage. You can use it when your players are outside of your game. Prioritize direct channels over regular communication channels. Foster that sense of exclusivity. Whales on the web shop are your most valuable audience. Maintain high-quality communication. A dedicated community manager, a closed Discord channel, a dedicated support manager, direct marketing through email. Make sure these people are the ones talking to your whales about the web shop. And this is very safe tactic. You want your players to keep playing your game Otherwise, they won't even want to pay, of course. And when you fill their time outside of playing session with the webshop experience, you are not disturbing their in-game experience at all. So you've brought your whales to the webshop and convinced them to buy. The next challenge is how to retain them. People love being unique. That's a good thing. And this is where personalization comes in. Make your whales always feel that they are unique. The first mechanic is creating personalized, exclusive offers that are limited in quantity and time. For example, seasonal rewards and bundles available right after the season ends, at the end of the month. A package is added to the web shop that lets whales buy all the bundles with one click. Always make sure you have something for your whales. The offer selection should be updated regularly once a whale makes a purchase. Prepare the next one right away. Scarcity matters, actually. Whales should always have something to buy. But don't forget about your in-game economy. It's very important to keep the balance. So nobody wants to play pay to win, right? So everybody wants to be unique. So think differently, be creative. One of the best things to do here is to focus on skins and some other customization items. And every update needs to be communicated through the exclusive channels we've just talked about. Create offers personalized for an individual player or a very small group players. This type of offer alone can generate up to 70% of webshop revenue. And people feel more emotion when they earn something as a result of effort. And that's the essence of a game. Not only video games, but all games in general. That's where status and belonging come in. A VIP progression system lets players earn status upgrades, bronze, silver, gold, premium. All games have rules, including upgrades and downgrades. So we also use a status decay mechanic. Inactivity leads to a status downgrade, which encourages consistent engagement and repeat purchase. And we add limited time boosts, of course. Special events that double status progression or grant instant tier upgrades for high-value purchases. One more technique is the reward chain. And again, make it feel earned. First, introduce reward points, tickets, or pins. Second, include them in your web shop items and bundles. Basically, this becomes your web shop's exclusive proxy currency. The reward chain is a sequence of rewards for spending in the web shop where each step unlocks a more valuable reward. At the end of the chain, there is an ultra-valuable reward that only whales can earn because it requires high spending. And whales have a limited time to complete the chain. This motivates whales to make repeat purchase in the web shop. And remember, they should always have something to buy. It creates a cycle. They progress through the chain, spending money, unlocking rewards, and perceiving those rewards as free gifts. That reduces the pain of spending. We've talked about how to bring whales to the web shop and how to retain them and get them to come back. Now, let's talk about how to extend their potential on the web shop from a monetization perspective. There is a human instinct to want to give back when we receive a gift. So introduce a loyalty shop and give whales a gift, loyalty points. Players collect points for purchases and can spend them on any item in a loyalty store. Its power comes from what you sell there. It should be something of extreme value, almost impossible to obtain in the game. Sell rare rewards there. For example, items from a season that's already over, which can only be acquired through the loyalty shop. We tend to place loyalty points in a different mental bucket than real cash. Make your loyalty points a special currency that can be bought. Players can purchase loyalty points directly. That motivates them to make more purchases on the web in order to earn points, which means higher retention, higher average check, and as a result, LTV growth. Even inside your whale segment, there are ultra-rich players, ultra whales. Pricing matters here. The cost of the items you are selling them should be higher than the average spend of 90 to 95% of your playing players. It's crucial that your ultra-rich whales always have something to buy, offers and items that match their level. This is dynamic pricing because not all whales are the same. There is one more piece of human nature. Gift giving is an act that fosters social connection, and you can leverage the fact that whales often act as persons who sponsor the whole clan or make bulk purchases. Give them the option to buy for all their clan members at once. Through the web shop, this will significantly increase the average check. In psychology, if you get a reward every single time you do something, you eventually get bored of it. But if the reward is unpredictable, the brain becomes obsessed. It's called the thrill of anticipation or positive uncertainty. Give this emotion to your whales. Launch a premium gacha with higher drop rates than the in-game version and a higher cost per spin. Use variable reinforcement. Surprise VIP players with random high-value gifts or instant rewards after a purchase. Clearly communicate that these perks are exclusive to their community, that these perks will stay with them as long as they maintain. Add fortune wheel rewards. Buying premium bundles grants a coupon for extra value. Instant prizes, exclusive discounts on future purchases, or a special gift for a friend. Don't be afraid to give whales the opportunity to spend their money. So, let's recap. Treat the web shop as an extension of the game, as an additional meta level outside of your game's playtime. Make sure whales get the same live ops attention on the web shop as they do in-game. Leverage all the data available to you to personalize their experience. Position the web shop as the place where they will always find something more valuable than in-game. Make them believe the web shop is their ultimate advantage. So, thank you. I would really love to continue this discussion. If you have any questions, I would be more than happy to answer, and you can, of course, come to our booth and talk to myself and other representatives of Xsolla and have some fun at the booth, as Ida already mentioned. Thank you.